So after Jenny's death, once I could breathe again, once I was able to put one breath in front of the other for a few breaths, it soon began to occur to me that the teachings of the mystics that I had been so deeply engaged with my whole life all led me to this moment when I had to let go of all ideas about the spiritual life and allow myself to be present with what is. And what was, in that case, was unbearable anguish. So what is it to rest in that? And so, in the early stages of profound loss, when we experience that we are flayed and that the skin is ripped from our beings, particularly from our hearts, what is it to allow ourselves to dwell in that stripped down, ignited state? For me, what became evident in my own being was that my lifelong yearning for God was intimately connected with my missing of my daughter and my longing for my child to be with me. It was the same fire of yearning. And the mystics aren't sitting around saying, gosh, I wish I could make love with God. The mystics are pulling out their hair and rending their garments and wailing, beloved, where are you? Come to me, beloved. And it's the same energy that I experienced in grief. So my lifelong yearning for God that had only intensified, in spite of what I've been told, eventually the hormones will move through your system, that adolescent, angst, and you'll develop a more mature spiritual path. It had never gone away. Maybe it had, with maturity, I had learned to wrap it up, but that fire of longing for God was always with me. And grief lifted the lid off of that longing, and it flamed up again. So it's not that my child felt like ultimate reality to me, God. I understood that Jenny was my child, and I was her mother, and this was a particular relationship in this relative world. But it became the portal. My longing for my daughter became the portal for me to reconnect with the fire of yearning for union with God.